Hey guys, I'm gonna do a what would you call this? A life skills video today. That's what I'm gonna call this. I have a list on my phone right here next to me that I have called "People Who Need to Stop" because I thought the original working title of my shit list might be something I shouldn't say on camera. Actually, it was originally called "People Who Need to Fuck Off and Die." In 2015, I kept a list of people who need to fuck off and die. Anytime somebody made me mad, a group of people, a trend, something irritated me, I wrote it on my phone in a little document. I let it go. I forgot about it. And in fact, it worked so well. I forgot about it so well that I completely forgot that I had the list. And I was going to do this video at the end of 2015. I thought this will be a fun year in review. We'll have some laughs, make some drinks, talk about shit that pisses us off. And I spaced it. So I was looking at this today and going, I never did this video. And I thought, well, you know what? I should organize this. I have this Virgo OCD thing that I really need to work on before it drives us all crazy. But I thought I should work on this and separate. I'll have a beauty edition, a regular edition, like life, love, beauty, money, politics, whatever. But I don't remember writing a lot of this. And I also was surprised at some of the stuff that I said. I thought, wow, that would offend people. And it made me laugh. And so I thought I should just read this as it is. So that's what I'm going to do. And I want you to do this too. This is the life skills portion of this video. I want you to keep a shit list. Whenever something just pisses you off, write it down in a document, on a journal, something. A wall, maybe. A bathroom stall. That would be good. And let it go. Just write it down, let it go. And then move on with life. Disclaimers, opening statements, and other rules and regulations. I have no idea how long this video will be, but you know because you've clicked on it and you've seen the thumbnail, so you're well aware that this may be 45 minutes, 3 days. I have no idea how long this will take me to get through, but make some popcorn, pour some wine, smoke a joint, whatever it is that you need to do to relax. Do it and tuck in. Also, I'm going to be making some broad sweeping generalizations about groups of people as we talk. If you are easily offended or have no sense of humor, it's probably best that you just go. Make a hot pocket and go watch some Fuller House or something. Let's begin with conservatives disguised as liberals. Now, I call these people left-wing conservatives, and they still generally bug the hell out of me, but in a lot of ways, the entire last season of South Park was really about this, so I kind of lightened up on it a little bit. But this is, as I have it written down here, when someone's political and social positions may seem liberal, but they're so strict with them that they're actually just conservative. These are people who will tell you, don't say that, don't do that, you can't do that, someone might be offended. Drives me batshit when somebody, but somebody out there might be bothered by what you just said. Well, then they can talk to me. Moving along, businesses who promote filtered images by people on social media as an example of not only the artist's wonderful work, but also their fantastic product. You're lying. You need to fuck off. It says it right here. I'm not saying that. I'm just reading what it says. I see it's a lot with indie brands who are posting pictures on Instagram or whatever. Look at this artist's wonderful work, and it's beyond filtered and airbrushed. Now, I haven't seen it as much as I was seeing it maybe last year, but I also stopped following all those accounts, so that could be why. Beauty bloggers who think swatching multiple times in one area, tapping a product on the skin repeatedly, pull up more product, tap, 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 pulling off your tape so it has that nice smooth line. That doesn't bother me, but this shit, that's not a swatch. It's not. Hold up the pan, because it's basically you've scraped so much out and patted it on your skin. That's not a swatch. It's not. It doesn't show me how the product works, because that's not how I put makeup on. I don't scrape it and then tap, tap, scrape, tap, tap, tap until you'll lay down. Don't stand up, because that's just going to fall all over your face. I actually used the F word in here. Shh. People who say, oh, you'll love it. You'll love the plot twist in the end. When you say, I haven't seen it yet, so don't spoil it for me. If I say don't spoil it for me, that means shut up. Don't talk to me about it. Don't say you'll love the twist at the end, because then I'm going to be watching this whole movie thinking, what the hell is the twist? Drives me crazy. Beauty gurus who spend the first 3 to 5 minutes of their video talking about apologizing for and or playing with their hair. Nobody cares. Anyone who uses the word lippy when referring to a lipstick, it's creepy. Okay? It's creepy. It just is. It sounds gross. I don't like it. I know you don't like it when people say panties, so don't say lippy. Beauty gurus and, oh, help me, I hope that I have done a good job of this so far, who cannot look at the lens. Stop looking at the viewfinder. This is where I am. This is not where I am. I get it. You're looking at yourself, and when you're holding up a product, look, this thing. Yeah, right? You kind of look over here to see, am I holding this right? I get it. I do that too. Try to look at the lens. Just try it. Anyone who has ever used the word strobing seriously, with sincerity, or referred to their strobing technique. This word belongs in the garbage with fleek. Anyone who uses the phrase on fleek with sincerity should not be allowed to drive. They should be picked up by a special bus for the on fleek and immediately placed in a special no Wi-Fi zone so they can no longer bother the rest of us. Beauty bloggers who think that this is a good one. If you don't review a product, but you just regurgitate the press release and call it a review, you know who I'm thinking about? Can you sense? I'm sending you a psychic message right now because I'm thinking about someone specifically. It is not a review. It's an advertisement. If you get a press release and they send you product and you review it by just including the information on the press release, which is a sales pitch, and showing the product, that is not a review. That is an advertisement. And I kind of want to call you a liar, but I'm just going to let it go. People who think they're famous just because they're on YouTube. This one really bothers me. You're an asshole sitting in your living room. I'm an asshole sitting in this isn't my living room, but you get the idea. We're just sitting in our living room. I'm staring at the camera. You're not famous. There are no private elevators. And you aren't Jennifer Lopez. I don't even think Jennifer Lopez is Jennifer Lopez. She could be a Cylon. Here's one. I'm going to be nice to the beauty people for a minute here. Makeup clients who say, I don't want to look like I have makeup on. Just hide every flaw. Contour, highlight, give me Instagram. They basically sum this up by saying, I want to look natural. Make me look like Kim Kardashian. Get the fuck out. People who say, sorry, but. This one drives me crazy. These are the same people who defend their horrible behavior by saying they were keeping it real 20 years ago. You're an asshole. Sorry, but you're an asshole. Just keeping it real. Here you go. This one will make some of you happy. Misogynists disguised as feminists. I've had this happen on my videos before. I've seen guys come on and say, oh, I'm a feminist and I don't think that women should wear makeup because it's a lie and they're beautiful as they are and they should be exactly as they are. Fuck you, because at the end of the day, you're a guy telling a woman what she should and shouldn't do. And in my realm, that is never feminism. That's the opposite of it. I have a thing about this. Activists, period. It's actually on here. People, this is a good one. This will be nice about this, though, because this is one that I think that a lot of you should really kind of try and figure out a way to embrace, because I'm serious when I say this. People who say I feel when they really mean I think, right? This happens a lot. People will say, oh, I feel like that that couch should have a blue cushion on it. Or I like the car, but I feel like it should be green. Or whatever. It's not a feeling. That's a thought. Totally different. You can't feel that the car should be green instead of whatever color it is. You can't. It's a thought. You're thinking it. Understand the difference. And the reason it is important to start to understand the difference is because it helps you get in touch with what your feelings actually are. You may think that you are actually describing what your feelings are because you're constantly saying, oh, I feel this, I feel that. You're not. You're talking about what you're thinking, and you're not owning your thoughts. You're not taking responsibility for what you think. A feeling is sort of this wishy-washy way of saying like what you want. Say what you think. Trust me. Do it. And start describing feelings. Happy, sad, angry, horny. These are feelings. Those are emotions. I feel like my shirt's too short. That's not a feeling. It's not. It's a thought. If you cannot replace I feel with I think, try it seems like, or I sense that. It's a little sort of way around getting out of the habit of using I feel when you really mean I think. People who think that just because they have an internet connection, they deserve a voice. This probably applies to me right now. I'm not saying that you don't have the right to one. I'm just saying that you should think twice before using it. People who use the word lippy. This is on here twice. That must have really bothered me. People who vape. That really goes without saying. And I think at this point, that bothers all of us. Okay, let's see. Guys who make the fish face when they're wearing lipstick. I see this on Instagram. Guys who do the fish face and they hold them on, got a Sharpie here. Sharpie. I got a Sharpie. No, just pretend this is lipstick. They hold up the lipstick, right? And they do the fish. What is that? Why? Also, this is another one, guys, and this is mostly a straight dude thing, I think. When you're taking a photo with someone else and you point at them like you're saying, this guy, that is such a douchey thing. God. Ugh. Beauty bloggers who shout at the camera as if they need their voices to travel the entire distance of where their audience is. Your camera has a microphone in it. There's no need to holler. This also is in particular very irritating when you're recording in a bathroom or someplace that has a lot of reverb, really bad sound. Don't shout at us. People who announce that they'll unfollow you on Instagram if you unfollow them. I have seen this in the people's like little bios on Instagram. If you unfollow me, I'll unfollow you. They say something, you, oh, gigantic baby, life must be so hard for you. And the first thing I do if I'm following someone and I see that is unfollow them. And lastly, once more, for the cheap seats in the back, anyone who doesn't have a sense of humor. Let it go. Let it go. That's it. And you know, I do like to leave you with that kind of like, oh, really? Feeling? I think I've done that now. So it's time to go. And if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, please leave them in the comments section. Please don't say anything. And keep a shit list. Because seriously, I forgot about most of this stuff and it stopped bothering me as much as it was. I was ranting. The reason I did this is serious. This is a serious moment. I was actually finding myself ranting to people about some of these things that really bothered me. Like, oh, this person, I was on the lookout for it. It was like, it was pissing me off. I was seeing it places. And so I was actually keeping my eye out for it. And I was talking to people about it. Like, God, this pisses me off when people act this way, blah, 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 blah. And I really didn't like the way I just didn't like how it felt on the inside. I didn't like the emotions that I was feeling when I was talking like that. So I decided to start keeping a shit list. Every time something bothered me, every time somebody bothered me, instead of ranting about it or stewing on it and sitting in it, I wrote it down. Then I let it go. And it actually really did help. Moral of the story, keep a shit list. It might just make your life better. That's it. Till I see you next time, which will be soon. Thanks so much for watching. Please remember, take care and drive safe.